I once read this book by a Norwegian writer, a short story, in fact. And he won the Nobel Prize in 1903 or something, probably around that, or maybe he was born at that time. His name was Bjornstjerne Bjornson. No connection with Beyonce. So, but that was his name. And he wrote this beautiful story. There was a man who desperately wanted to have a child in his life. And as you know, the desire to have a child can be so strong that once you develop this desire, it's almost impossible for people to overcome it. Those who are unable to conceive, they'll keep going from one doctor to another, one treatment to another, one country to another, just hoping they can extend their own life by having an offspring. So this man was no different. He tried very hard to have a child. And he went to the local church. He went to the priest. He said, please pray for me. Please tell me, what do I need to do to have a child? And the priest gave him the blessings. And eventually he conceived his wife. Conceived a child, and she gave birth to a son. And obviously when the child was born, the man and his wife, they took their son to the priest. And the priest said, this son is going to be a great blessing to you. And the man was delighted and the wife was delighted, and they took his blessings and went home. They came a few months later for his baptism. He was baptized and the man went back. A couple of years passed, the child fell sick. They went back to the priest saying, please pray for our child, for our son, he's sick. The priest prayed and the child became well again. Some more time passed and they went to the church again saying, it's first day for my child's school, so please bless. And the priest blessed, and more time passed. Now obviously they got busier as the son started to grow up, and all the other things they could do earlier, including charity and so on, now they wanted to save for their son, which is quite natural, as you can imagine. So they started to become distant from God, from dharma. And what took precedence was that we have to look after our son, his needs, and his growing up, and all that. And then he graduated at his first job. They visited the church again, the same priest, please bless him. He did. And then it was time for him to get married. The same priest married the couple and delighted. And then a call came and he was enlisted. He had to go for this in the defense. And there he found out that he got shot by the enemy. And this couple now, the parents are distraught, absolutely devastated. Some more time passed, but they had no grandchildren, so they looked after their daughter-in-law for a little while. And as they aged, the daughter-in-law married somebody else, and she went her way. As they were aging, one day they went back to the church again and said to the priest, we've written our will and would like to give everything to the church. And the priest just smiled. Even the priest had grown old by now. He said, today my words have come true. What were your words, Father? The man said, Oh, remember I said to you, this son would be a great blessing to you. Today, he's a great blessing to you. Because only because of his absence now, your hearts have opened up, he said to the couple. All the things you were clinging to throughout your life, forgetting what was absolutely fundamental to a meaningful existence, and getting so enmeshed in your own desires and living just for, one day to the next, hoping to leave everything for your son. That, while commendable, was meaningless because it was steeped in selfishness, he said. And only now that you have really taken this spiritual step, he said, that I say that your son was indeed a great blessing to you. And sometimes we question in life why this is happening to me, or how much do I need to save? How much is really enough after all? So whatever nature has blessed you with, please, whatever resources those might be, always remember whatever it is that you want to build in life, whatever it is that you want to grow in life, you must be willing to share it or part with some of it. Otherwise, it will not grow. So this man was asked, he said, what's the worst financial advice you've ever received? He said, somebody told me, if you want to build wealth, learn to save. He said, that's the wrong advice. You can never become rich by saving. You become rich by investing. And the same goes for your spiritual wealth as well. If you will just hoard and save it to yourself, whatever wisdom, knowledge, or resources you may have, it's not going to grow. It will decay. It will shrink. It will shrivel. It will perish. Whatever it is that you wish to grow, you have to be able to part with it. And then entrust yourself in the hands of the universe. Learn to have that, cultivating that faith in the wisdom of the universe, in the ways of Bhagavan, takes time. But once you are aligned with it, all struggle from your life will disappear. Hard work will remain, and it should be there. Purushartha will be there, but not pramad, not sangharsh. That disappears. And that is really what Deepotsav is. That is really what, in a way, Diwali is. To be able to light that lamp of devotion, of bhakti, of wisdom, of mindfulness in your hearts. Otherwise, if it's dark outside, and you light it with a million lights, but your eyes are closed, those lights are meaningless to you. But if your eyes are open, you can at least perceive the light. You can see better. In much the same manner, when the inner eye is closed, then we remain oblivious to all the good that is there around us, in our lives, in our world. That requires that we open our eyes and see the beauty that exists inside and outside. Make one aspect more beautiful, and the other starts to reciprocate.